This is my life. This is my dad, William, my mom, Jane, my older brother, William, then there's me, then there's Henry, Emily, and Mary. When Emily was 9, she tragically died. This was very sad. Up to the age of 9, I was educated at home and I enrolled in Instinct, and this is where I found my love for Greek and Roman studies. I continued my education career by going to Trinity College and Oxford. I won awards at both of these schools. After I went home from college, I found out my dad had died. This left a strain on our money and we became very broke. In 1884, I completed The Duchess of Parda, my first play. In 1888, I started editing for Ladies' World. In 1889, I published my second play, The Decay of Lying. 1889, I published my only novel, The Picture of Dorian Gray. In 1883, An Ideal Husband. And in 1894, The Importance of Being Earnest. The Importance of Being Earnest premiered on February 14th, 1895 in London. This was also my biggest play. In 1895, in April, I was put on trial for being homosexual. I was imprisoned on May 25th, 1895. I was released from prison on May 18th, 1887. On November 30th, 1900, I died from an ear wound. During this time, there was a lack of money being thrown throughout the social classes. Christianity was being spread widely around the world, and industries were uprising. Something you'll need to know before we get into the scenes is that Jack and Ernest are the same person, and Gwendola is in love with Ernest because of his name. And she believes that if anybody's name is not Ernest, they do not deserve to marry her. In this scene, Jack is planning on proposing to Gwendola and is talking to Agrenon about it.
How are you, my dear Ernest? What brings you to town?
Oh, pleasure, oh, pleasure. What else should bring one in? Eating as usual, I see, Algie.
I believe it's customary in good society to have slight refreshments at 5 o'clock. Where have you been since last Thursday?
In the country.
What on earth do you do there?
One is in town, one amuses oneself. When one is in the country, one amuses other people. It is excessively boring.
And who are the people you amuse?
Got nice neighbors in the part of Shropshire.
Perfectly hoarded. Never speak to one for them?
Oh. Shropshire, yes, of course. Hello, why all these cups? Why cucumber sandwiches? Why such reckless extravagance in one so young? Who is coming to tea?
Oh, merely Aunt August and Glenda.
Oh, perfectly delightful.
Yes, that is all very well, but I'm afraid Aunt Glenda won't quite approve of you being here.
May I ask why?
My dear fellow, the way you flirt with Glenda is perfectly disgraceful. It is most bad as the way Glenda flirts with you.
I am in love with Gwendolyn. I have come up to town expressly to propose to her.
I thought you'd had come up here for pleasure. I call that business.
How utterly unromantic you are.
I really don't see anything romantic in proposing. It's very romantic to be in love, but there is nothing romantic about a definite proposal. Why one may be accepted. One only is, I believe, when the excitement is all over. The very essence of romance is certainty. If ever I get married, I will certainly try to forget that fact.
I have no doubt about that, dear Algie. The divorce court was especially invented for people whose memories are so curiously constituted.
Oh, there is no spectaculating on that subject. Divorce is made in heaven. Please, don't touch the cucumber sandwiches. They are ordered specially for Aunt Augusta.
Well, you have been eating them all the time.
That's quite a different matter. She is my aunt. I have some bread and butter. The bread and butter is for Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn is devoted to bread and butter.
And very good bread and butter it is, too.
Well, my dear fellow, you need not eat as if you were going to eat at all. You behave as if you were married to her already. If you are not married to her already, I don't think you will ever be.
Why on earth do you say that?
Well, in the first place, girls never marry men they flirt with. Girls don't think it, right?
Oh, that is nonsense.
It isn't. It's great truth. It accounts for the extraordinary number of bachelors that one sees all over the place. In the second place, I don't give my consent.
Your consent?
My fellow Gwendolyn, my dear fellow, Gwendolyn is my cousin, is my first cousin. And before I allow you to marry her, you have to clear up the question of Cicely.
In this scene, Jack and Cicely are trying to get Agranon's approval for marriage.
On how to hold hands.
Good heavens!
Brother John, I have come down from town to tell you that I am very sorry for all the trouble I have given you. And I intend to lead a better life in the future.
Uncle Jackie, you are going to refuse your own brother's hand.
Nothing will induce me to take his hand. I think his coming down here disgraceful. He knows perfectly well why.
Jack, do be nice. There is some good in everyone. Ernest has just been telling me about his poor invalid friend, Mr. Bubbly, whom he goes to visit so often, and certainly there must be much good in one who is kind to and build and lives the pleasures of London, to sit by a bed of pain.
Oh, he's been talking to you about Bunbury, has he?
Oh, yes, he has told me all about poor Mr. Bubbly and his terrible states of health.
Bunbury? Well, I won't have him talking to you about Bunbury or anything else. It is enough to drive one perfectly frantic.
Of course, I admit to my faults. We're all on my side. But I must say that I think my brother John's coldness to me is particularly painful. I expect more enthusiastic welcome, especially considering it is the first time I have come here.
Uncle Jack, if you don't shake hands with Ernest, I will never forgive you.
Never forgive me?
Never, never, never.
Well, this is the last time I shall ever do it.